just beaten the play clock. Tannehill, pressure. Oh, and he goes down. Frank Clark got him. And this game is over. And so is the 50-year drought between Super Bowls.
And just like that, the season was over for the Tennessee Titans. But it was a season where Titans fans could have hope going into the next decade. The defense was superior. Derrick Henry was untackable. And finally, they have a quarterback. Everything must have been going up for the Titans. Or are they? Are the Titans pretenders or contenders? First, before looking at the new additions to the team, let's look back at the 2019 season. The Titans had many storylines throughout, but these three storylines popped up the most throughout the season. Number one, Marcus Mariota and the Ryan Tannehill saga. Number two, Derrick Henry. And number three, the defense. First, we're going to talk about the Marcus Mariota and the Ryan Tannehill saga. From the surface, both are below to average quarterbacks. Ryan Tannehill, in his case, an average quarterback with a career record of 49-49. Marcus Mariota, a little below average, record of 29-32. However, I saw the offense open up with Ryan Tannehill when the change was made in Week 6. And the change was just because Marcus Mariota is the first quarterback I have seen coming off 2 weeks of amazing quarterbacking with a week of he basically did not know how to play the quarterback position. And at the end of the day, Ryan Tannehill finished off the season 7-3 for his team and brought the team to the AFC Championship. Now, can he keep it up? That is a question that is on everybody's mind. The offense, the team has seemingly run and appreciated Ryan Tannehill way more than they did Marcus Mariota. So maybe it might be the case. My only big question for Ryan Tannehill is he the quarterback that opposing teams would be afraid of? Record-wise, he is 500, and he has missed a lot of games. So he has shown that he is a winner. However, our defense is going to be scared of Ryan Tannehill. That is the big question going into the 2020 season and for the decade. He's signing a 4-year contract worth about $72 million. Is he warranted that money? Last year, it said that he is. But can he bring that into the next decade? Next, Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry had a great 2019 campaign, led the league in rushing, and he is literally the reason why the Titans did not fold. I have more of an appreciation for Derrick Henry after watching the film, that he is vital to the Titans offense. He is very vital to the Titans offense. He is the most important player on the field. The contract he received earlier this year, he deserved every penny. He's a great runner inside the tackles. He has deceptive speed to get around corners and onto what we call the sidewalk between the numbers and the sideline. And he's a pretty good pass catcher. Not a great one, but a pretty good pass catcher. The only thing with Derrick Henry that I saw when putting on the film is something that I've always had, let's say, it confirmed my assumptions. He is a better running back after Thanksgiving than he is at the beginning of the season. He maybe could be offensive play calling, or maybe it could just be that it's colder now, and that old mantra that you need a big running back in December and January. That's what's going on with Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry is a top 5 running back in the NFL as of 2020. He is a top 5 running back in the NFL. Now, it's time to talk about the defense. I feel like the defense was the most interesting thing for the Titans this season. They are a bend but don't break defense with a lot of speed on all 3 positions. D-line, they have speed from Daquan Jones, Jeffrey Simmons, Correa, Harold Landry. Linebackers, Rashad Evans, Jayon Brown. Corners, Kevin Byard. They had Logan Ryan last year, but he's no longer with the team. You have Adoree Jackson. You have Malcolm Butler. A great defense. When watching the film, I did not see any glaring breakdowns. I saw a team that wherever the ball was, all 11 guys went to the ball, which is signs for a great defense. My favorite players from watching their season were Kevin Byard. He's a top 5, top 10 safety in the league. Daquan Jones, Rashad Evans, Jayon Brown, and Jeffrey Simmons. I understand why Casey was traded now. The biggest problem going for the Titans in 2019 was two things. It was their red zone defense and them not being able to apply pressure on the opposing quarterbacks. Only had 43 sacks on the season. Red zone defense, they played a lot of man backside, so they always got tricked with misdirection plays or throwback play action plays, and that was their downfall towards the end. Now looking at the 2020 season, going on to the 2020 season, they start off the season going up against the Denver Broncos. This year's season is going to be different due to the situation the world is facing. However, the Titans are primed to make a deep run into the playoffs. I believe so. They have made their defense more formidable by adding pass rushers in Vic Beasley and Jadeveon Clowney to have along with Harold Landry and Correa. The offense is the same, but their skill group is very underrated. They have players such as Jonnu Smith, A.J. Brown, Corey Davis, and I talked about King Henry. Adam Humphries there in the slot. That skill group should be considered for one of the best skill groups in the NFL. The one glaring question, or I guess problem, for the Titans will involve, one, their offensive line. Their interior last year was very below average at best. Roger Scaffold couldn't block a soul. Ben Jones, he was getting hit up. And then they were switching from Douglas and Davis for right guard. Those guys were not very formidable. The tackles are still good. I love Coughlin more than I love Lawal. But at the end of the day, the question does come down to Ryan Tannehill. Ryan Tannehill's stats scream average, but that contract doesn't. But can Ryan Tannehill propel the Titans since this?
In regulation. It is caught by Dyson. Can he get in? No, he cannot.
Hey guys, I think the Titans are contenders, but they're going to have to show me. I'm just trying to start the conversation. What do you guys think? Welcome back to the Cube.
In the count. Why not us? We ain't playing. We ain't playing. Believe that. Look at every single one of us in here. We the ones. We the ones they talking about. They gotta talk about it. Keep it up, man. That same mentality. Yes, sir. We gonna go all the way as long as we believe in each other, bro. Hey, we all we got. Hey, Titans on 3. 1, 2, 3.